You are now tuned in to Spyke Tea on Make It or Break It 336 Media. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Now
Now
let's get
let's get
started.
Spike.
Yes, so we are back at it with another one.
Ma'am.
The host, Miss Sugar, so iced out, and you already know what it is. I got that sugar for your tea, baby. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. It's Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all of them in the description box below. That's Miss Sugar, the host 336. Miss Sugar, the host 336. Now I'm going to turn it over to my co-host and let them know what it is.
You already know, gang. It is your girl JE in the building. And just like my lovely sis said below, you can follow us. And that's that Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And that's StarCJ29. Follow me on all social platforms. You already know what it is. Let's pass it on through.
Yes, you already know. So, yes, like I said, we are back at it with another one. And y'all already know we got the tea here for you because we know you used to the tea. But here on Spike Tea, we put a little something extra in it for you, some little spice. You know what I'm saying? We give our opinions and we want you guys to give y'all too. On these topics that we have for today, I'm telling you, y'all need to definitely tune in.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now, also be on the lookout later on because we got a black-owned business coming for you that we're going to interview and let them tell you what's popping with they, you know what I'm saying, their business or whatever. So
Yes.
we're going to jump right into it because I feel like, we got to get our time in or whatever. But,
Okay.
you know the saying when people say, those are not your friends, don't hang around them. They don't, you got to watch them. It's a snake in your grass. You need to cut it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So this topic has been coming up on my FYP page, and it's just like it's been really something I want to talk about because it is, people really need to know that people are not your friends. You might have a
God.
great success, you have a light in you that people just want to take it away. So we're gonna get into it and talk about Shanquilla Robertson, 25-year-old Charlotte native. She lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. She went on a trip with a couple of her friends, to Cabo, Mexico, having a good time or whatever. She thought she was going to have a good time anyway. But 24 hours later, she was dead. Now, when the story first came out, it was said by her best friend that, she got alcohol poisoning. They couldn't help her. They stayed there. The doctors came, whatever, and they just couldn't help her. So they flew home. All her friends left her body there in Mexico and came home, just like ain't nothing really happened. Now, this story kind of, it had so many twists and turns and what and I was just like shocked about it because not only did she kind of record herself walking into their conversation. I mean, it was a lot. So we're going to go ahead and play this first video of her walking through the hotel room to try to find her friends because she did pay for the Airbnb that they were staying in. She basically paid for everything. But let's go ahead and get into this video if
Y'all, it don't take that long to get naked. It don't take that long to get naked, hoes. Where y'all at? She told me I'm gonna keep it hot. You gonna keep it hot? What? They, what Go said, they croup.
The one that's like mediocre is in my chains. I can't wear them.
So that video right there is when they was first getting there to Cabo, Mexico. And she was, looking around like, where they at? Trying to, have fun or whatever, start their night off, not knowing the whole time that she was doing that, they was actually plotting on her. Okay.
Mm.
So if you can tell in the video, it was a person that was, she was walking around, but you didn't ever see the person until like later on at the end, and he was kind of walking in front of her. But we'll get back on that one right there. Okay. So after that video kind of played out, the official video came out because her best friend, which we'll bring his picture up later, which is Khalil, had called her mother and told her that she had alcohol poisoning. They was trying to help her. They couldn't help her, and she passed. But this is actually what happened. So go ahead and play this next video.
Okay.
Quilla, can you at least fight back?
No. Why she not fighting?
At least something. At least fight back, something.
Get up, bro. Get up.
So as you can see, Shanquilla was not trying to fight. She probably didn't even know why she was getting beat on like that. Man, I tell you, this is kind of a hard story to tell because it's just it's bad. It's like, it's really bad. So now after this video surfaced, let me go ahead and keep moving on. After this video surfaced, the parents, the mother and the father was like, okay, well, we need an investigation. You know what I'm saying? We need a autopsy because they wasn't believing it. So yes, she died from blunt force trauma. She had a broken spine, a broken neck, all of that. So it's sad now when the friend actually called her to tell her that she had alcohol poisoning, in which the coroner said there was no alcohol in her system whatsoever. Like whatsoever, it was none. So that just tells us, like, after that video, that first video, they was plotting on her, and then that second video came out of what they actually did. Because as you can see in the video, she was naked, like she was just like getting ready, getting dressed. So once the coroner report came out and it proved that it was no alcohol poisoning, and then what actually happened, FBI investigators are now involved. Okay. And so let's go. We're going to show you all the group of people that she actually went with. These are all the group of friends that she went with. These people had so many different statements of what they were telling her mom that she knew that something wasn't right. Because like they say, a lie will always change, but the truth will stay the same. The truth will always be the same, but the lie will keep changing and changing and changing. So her mom felt like it was definitely something right. So yes, now the FBI is involved. It just takes the fact that her best friend Khalil, which would bring this picture up. He was her best friend, and this is actually the one who set everything up now that it's saying. And mind you, all of them had went off the grid. It was hard to find all of this stuff, you know what I'm saying, because they done deactivated their Facebook, Instagram, all that, LinkedIn, all that is gone. Like they're in hiding right now. So he is actually the one, and this was her best friend for like 6+ years. And he's the one that set this whole thing up. I would think because of envy or whatever, I don't know. That's just crazy. This is supposed to be her best friend. Like even the mother said she would have never thought that because he was invited to family functions, to, what I'm saying, different stuff with the family, to just being around her all the time, to in her business, because she owned a business where she does kids' hair and stuff. So she's very boss-like, you know what I'm saying? She does photo shoots, all that stuff. So, and then the second girl that actually committed the murder was Dejanay Jackson. She is also, well, right now they say I think she's in Connecticut hiding. So they're trying to get in touch with her. Now, this is the one that you've seen in the video fighting her, who broke her spine and neck and all that. Just kept beating her. So this is the girl right here. This was supposed to be her friend. Yeah, and she's in hiding right now. So it's more, this story is going to definitely keep coming out once they find these people. Like I said, the FBI is involved, and I just think it's a terrible, terrible story. You definitely have to watch your friends because these people don't love you. Like, seriously.
This is terrible because me and my friends, we locked in. So it's like, how do you do that to your friend? Like, that is so messed up. Like the way you beat her and you just kept beating her, and you knew she won't fight back. So at this point, you bullying Shorty. So it's like, what if it was an accident and they were freaking out and tried to cover it up because they were scared? But that don't look like no accident.
It's
That
too much information coming out where it's
that
been
looks like a
been
plan.
set up.
And
Yeah.
and nobody moving. It's barely any movement really going on. Y'all gave it a lot of room. Like y'all telling her to get up, but y'all not help her. Y'all see this that sis is not fighting back. I couldn't even be that type of friend. Even if you thought Shorty needed her butt slapped for doing some crazy stuff in the group. You know what I'm saying? Hash out, okay, but oh nah, she ain't fine. You gonna have to get up, bro. Like you already see sis not with it. Like, what is you doing? That's messed up.
Life thrown away.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. And the fact that too, they stole $10,000 from her.
Wow.
So let's get back to that. Yes. Oh, thank you. They stole $10,000 from her, and then Khalil actually called her mom and tried to get $5,000 from her too. So I don't know.
It's always about the money. Let's see. Then again, I didn't look into this one like that because social media like to create its own narrative off a few seconds or minutes video. That's true.
Yeah. See, that's why we here, because we
and we still even and nothing even came out about why they was even fighting. We still
that's the point where we don't like why were
why was y'all even fighting? Like y'all so worried. Well, we should be worried about the death part, but why y'all didn't say, oh, so why was y'all even fighting? We don't even know what the fight even. Then these people running. Everybody know who you is, know what you look like.
And the fact that everybody changed their story so much and then are in hiding right now, I don't think that this was an accident at all. If it was an accident, somebody would come up and like, okay, we're sorry. It's an accident. And especially, oh girl, she need to come on now. Why would you even know this? And you know that girl's not fighting back still. And I think they said the initial kill was when she slammed her. They cut that part off at the end.
Yeah, that was a case.
Yes, this is what reminds me. That's why I had to talk about this because it reminds me of this. Like, what is going on? And why did Mexico just say it wasn't no foul play? They was trying to get her organs or something. But then when she got that, when the mother finally did the corner report, when the family started getting involved, that's when they had to amp up and like, okay, this is what happened. So
I couldn't. I'm sorry. My friends watching. Friends, y'all know what's up. Don't play with me. Y'all, that is crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy. But there are people out there like that though, for real. Like, I should know I got some stories, but
we gotta have a story time one day.
There's another time. Another time
for it. That is crazy. As crazy as your story sounded, it's so many other people out there right now that we need to shine light to. Like, seriously, you friends out there that's fake, just leave. And I'm sure we all got this women's intuition. You feel it. Mm-hmm. But sometimes people seek validation or wanting to be around, you know what I'm saying? You don't never know. We just need to get out of that. That's toxic friendship. Toxic friendships got to go. So, being that was a toxic friendship, I want to talk about some things that happened that brought a lot of friendships together that was just shattered. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what I want to talk about is the Colorado Springs shooting, and at least 5 was dead, 18 injured in the shooting at Colorado Springs LGBTQ nightclub Club Q. And I find it interesting that it reminds me of 2016 in Orlando nightclub, and they killed 29, killed 49, and wounded 53. But in this case, they killed 5 and injured 25. So when I'm looking into this story, it's this man who is Anderson Lee Aldrich, is the one who's the shooter. He went up into Club Q. It took this man 6 minutes. He walked into Club Q, had a rifle. How did he even get in the club with a rifle and started spraying? So I did my research on this guy. But before we get into it, let's look at the news article about what's going on. Let's go ahead and watch it.
Same individual who was arrested after a bomb threat in 2021. Colorado Springs, grieving after police say a gunman stormed one of the only LGBTQ clubs in the community.
The motive of the crime is part of the investigation, and whether this was a hate crime is part of that investigation.
The club, writing in a statement, Club Q is in shock and in deep mourning. We condemn the horrific violence that shattered an evening of celebration for all in the LGBTQ community of Colorado Springs and our allies. The shooting lasted only minutes, with police detaining the suspect shortly after the first 911 call. Police have identified the suspected shooter as 22-year-old Anderson Lee Eldridge. Police say he entered the club just before midnight on Saturday and began shooting immediately with a long rifle. 2 weapons were found at the scene.
This was just Saturday. It's only Tuesday. So you telling me this can keep happening? It's the fact they said we don't know if it's a hate crime. For anybody who don't know,
it happens every year.
Plus, lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, and plus. That's LGBTQ plus. I'm a part of LGBTQ plus, so I'm highly offended about this. I'm offended. That's right. Like, how you gonna just first off? Club Q was literally the only place that they felt comfortable. Everybody, they came together, made a whole lot of friendships was made at this club. And you went up in there and you shot it up. Yes, that's a hate crime. Now, if you want to look back at Mr. Anderson Lee, he's got history of acting like this. Come on, man. So y'all telling me this man has history of it. He does it. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like they still giving this man a pat on his hand. It was literally a report that was made by his own mother. Look, she made a report in 2021 in June. You can go ahead and show them that there was a report made. She made a report that he was saying he was going to bomb and kill and shoot. He made threats to his own mom. This is a report his mom did in June 21. It's only 2022. So a little over a year, Mr. Lee just gonna get up and just go and attack a few people a part of the LGBTQ out having fun because it's late. It's almost midnight at this point. You feel me? Then you got men, not even just men, just people who felt. I want you guys to feel it, to understand it, to see how people feel about it. Going out to this club just bring love and harmony. Go ahead and play that video of him. He's just expressing how he feels about it.
Joshua, what does this mean for the LGBTQ community here in Colorado Springs, this shooting?
It's hard to say. It means so much because this is our only safe space here in the Springs. And so for this to get shot up, like, what are we going to do now? Where are we going to go? Yeah, we can rebuild and come together and this, but what about those people that lost their lives for no reason? Like the 18 that were injured. I could have been one of them. Like, it means a lot because, again, what are we going to do now? How are we going to feel safe in our city?
This was your safe space?
Yeah, this was the only LGBTQIA plus space in the entire city of Colorado Springs. It's won awards in Independent Magazine. I got my start here. Like, so many of my friends I met here and people that I call loved ones, and now it's shattered.
Zach, we can't even go out. We can't even go out, sis. But I do want to give it to the two young men who came up and they brung him down. I mean, I'm talking about.
That's why I like how that news said the police did it, but they did it, and then the police got it.
Nah, they did it. Thomas James and Richard Ferrero. Richard Ferrero, he was into that. I think he was actually in the Navy or something. They say he took and disarmed this guy's gun and hit him upside the head and started going in on him. 2 men took him down before he went any further. But I do want to give it up and rest in peace to the people who did rest and was affected by it. Miss Kelly Loving, Daniel Aston, Derek Rump, Ashley Paul, and Raymond Greenvance.
Definitely. I feel same. That's what because it happens every year. Like, I feel like we just did a story on this last year and did another story. I just feel like it happens every year, and like
coming at us, bro.
Right.
Ain't bothering nobody. I'm okay. And if you just want to be like, oh, they shooting up any other club, understandable. But this is specifically like nobody's being bothered. Like everybody's enjoying themselves, and you bring a rifle. You got like, come on, like you intentionally came in to mess some stuff up.
Right. That's crazy.
And we have 5 lose their life over here.
Well, let's get into this commercial and get off this to the sadness. This is a little promo commercial right here for a branded video by Cheyenne the Soul Caresser.
Oh yeah, Soul Caresser. Another soul caressing adventure. Yeah. If you can hold yours, I can hold mine. We can both shine. My mind is like a gold mine. You know it's go time when it's show time and it flow mine. I got a dope mind, no cosign, got the whole 9. I was born gifted, way before getting lifted. And the fans sifted through the shit you lame shipped in. Soul Caresser on the same mission. Y'all fishing and wishing and reinventing, but they ain't listen. I was born in this, it's in my bloodstream. Rip the meat off a beat and leave the bone clean. Bone clean, soul protein. I'm a solo artist, still yelling go team. Niggas got a little following, but I'm branded. Niggas at the bottom wallowing in the sand pit.
So that commercial right there was just a promo for a new video that's coming out called Branded, and that is from Cheyenne the Soul Caresser. He's in High Point, North Carolina, and you will be hearing a little bit more from him later on the show for Artist Spotlight. But yeah, these stories were like definitely kind of a thing where it's like, I mean, what's going on in the world right now kind of type stuff, right? So it's like, I'm kind of glad we got talked to, and I know some of these stories going to be coming more out, but we just want to give you like that little insight on shit like that on this site right here. But we got some good stuff for you coming up. Yeah, it's a company called Crack Fruit. Now I know they are located in Greensboro, North Carolina. We're going to be waiting for them to come on in a few minutes, but before they come on, yes, this is their logo, Crack Fruit. After hours, I think that says. So tell us a little bit about them, Jay, before they come on.
Okay, so when I came across Crack Fruit, I'm like, this is a Black-owned business. You know what I'm saying? There's things that we like to try here and there. So look, I did come with it. I do support. You feel me? They got their own brand. So if you want to go, you can always. We'll get into that when we get into the interviewing of it. So we're gonna have Crack Fruit get into it and let us know what it is they got, how they got into this. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay. Well, we are having a little technical difficulty with them coming on right now. So let's just go ahead and get into our artist spotlight, which is going to be again. This video is called Bad Girls from Cheyenne the Soul Caresser again. So let's get into it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Bad girl, ain't no telling what she'll do. Oh, she's just a bad girl. Oh, she's just another girl. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Bad girl, ain't no telling what she's gonna do. Ain't no telling what she's gonna wear. Ain't no telling what she'll do to you. a grown ass fucking lame. So your A game, you better come with that. Cause tapping out, I will have none of that. I bust through that hole like a running back, then beat on that puss like a drumming that. She said her kids up, so coming back. I beat it up, she told me coming that. Make her come from the front, then come from back. She addicted, I keep her coming back. Yup, keep her coming like beans to a crack spot. She riding good, but I'm in love with the back shot. I make her scream every time I hit that spot. Make her scream till she hit the jackpot. Shorty is perfect, no flaws. She let that thing breathe, no draws. I serve on that pussy, no straw. Hit it so she scream no more. Bad girl, ain't no telling what she's gonna do. Ain't no telling what she's gonna wear. Ain't no telling what she'll do to you. Bad girl, ain't no telling what she's gonna do. Ain't no telling what she's gonna wear. Ain't no telling what she'll do to you.
5'5" thick thighs, shorty just my size. She wanna fuck me bad, I see it all in the eyes. We on last of us, she coming down with pole on the splits. She sitting bow-legged, got a tongue out, she the shit. Little mama, she bad, I swear to God, she bad. Bad girl, won't you come be my nasty girl? Hope you ready when I spin through. I spend money like the rent do. Let's have a trade way through that 69. Girl, you know that's what I'm into. Burn that gas, game blue. Roll that air, then it's round two. For the bedroom, we can fuck in the beamer. How you wet like a trimmer. Girl, you need to call FEMA. It's time to get it in. Like commit these sins. I'ma bend you over. I'm trying to give you kids. She a freak chick, plus the girl by the biz. She bad, yes she is.
Bad girl, ain't no telling what she's gonna do. Ain't no telling what she's gonna wear. Ain't no telling what she'll do to you. Bad girl, she a bad girl. Ain't no telling what she's gonna do. Ain't no telling what she's gonna wear. Ain't no telling what she'll do to you.
Okay, Sayan, you redeemed yourself. That was good. That was good. I like the hook and yeah, that was definitely good. But you can find him on YouTube, Fly Central. That's SCI dash FLY, and then the word Central. That's two different words, so guys. I'm on YouTube, and it's Scion, the Soul Caresser. It's Scion like the car, SCION, and then DA and Soul, SOUL, and Caresser, CARESSER. You can find him on YouTube, Facebook. That is called Bad Girl. And I actually knew a couple of them people rapping too. I didn't know they were on. So.
Is this more than one person? Is this?
Yeah, I think that was three. It was Scion. I think that was three people there because Scion is doing the hook, and then there was two others. But I knew that last one. I can't remember his name. But he does a lot of stuff in High Point too, a lot of good stuff in High Point. So yeah. So we were still having the little technical difficulties with our crack fruit interview tonight, but they are at Black located in Greensboro, North Carolina. You can find them. I do have a couple of acts for them or their instas and stuff. So I have one as Derek. That's DERRICK, and then his Insta, right? Is this Instagram?
Instagram.
Right. So it's Blackened Child, 1999. Now, y'all, once I see that, I said, okay, I wanted to ask her why he put that, but yeah, it's Blackened. If y'all don't know how to spell that, I'll spell it for you. BACKEND, and then Child, 1999. Him on Facebook, and then I know it was another one that's from Crack Fruit. And Crack Fruit, guys, is spelled like you seen it, CARCA
CRAX.
CRAXX. Well, it has CRAXX on the
Yes.
logo, so they might want to change it if it's just one X. All right, and I do have another ad, which is L. Is they was not here tonight, but I will shout them out because they are part of the business. And it's Too Lit, TOOLITT._L. You can catch them on Instagram as well. Make sure you guys check them out. It is a new Black-owned business that's in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yes.
Check them out, guys. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. I can say yes. They're like in the mall at Four Seasons Mall on the first floor in front of Round One. Now I have had their fruit. I actually do have it. And it's like it's giving. So I know everybody likes fruit, candied fruit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving, as far as I'm saying, crack women, you'll get really addicted to it. It's a powder that's on top of it, and it's like it's real sweet. It turns candied. So it's like go ahead and order it. Go to the first floor at Four Seasons Mall. This is what it'll look like. But I'm sorry they weren't here to be able to, go into depth with it. But they are pretty good.
Yep, make sure you guys go check them out. Well, that is our end of our show tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining. You already know. Make sure you keep liking, commenting, and subscribing. Make sure you share. Also, make sure you check out our Spyke Tea page. That is still going on, guys. And I keep looking at it. And I keep saying, "Oh, 10 more people this week." Okay, y'all. Thank you.
There you go.
Come on. All right. But thank you for tuning in. We'll see you later. Bye.